I don't know what else I can do to really introduce you properly. Don't give me that look. Get your water. Stay hydrated. You thirsty.
You thirsty.
Everyone's thirsty to burn these ears. So I see Darkshad and I see Dan up here. I'm hoping we're going to see the Dream Team. My favorite team to watch, Dan and Knight.
Dan and Knight, yeah, that's
I hope so.
Team. Although I think, oh wait a minute, I think we might have started.
Are we in singles now?
Yeah, we're in singles. Yeah. So that's right. So ladies and gentlemen, we've had about over 200, almost 230 entrants.
I think their exact number was like 226, 227.
We are now down to our top 64 entrants. And it's a stacked top 64. You've got
There's a lot of scary people here.
Ally, Tweak, Rella, and of course all the local talent. You've got Dan, you've got Shell, you've got a whole bunch of names coming out.
I mean, right in front of us, Darkshad.
Darkshad.
Fantastic Ryu. We saw him do some serious work yesterday in the crew battles.
Yeah.
He was showing us the immense power of taking, for those of you who have tilt stick, taking the C stick and flicking it upwards.
Yes.
It's amazing how good that move is. And he stopped, wasn't it? They were playing the Fox team, I remember.
Playing the Fox team.
Yeah.
Anytime the Fox illusion went through it, all Chad had to do was just up tilt, and stopped it.
As Slow Joe is imitating. Air out the pits.
All right, so it's going to be, oh, that's right. Okay, so I know.
What is this?
So
what is this?
Here's the thing. So Shell beats Dan a lot, so I think he's picking up Rosa for this matchup, which, you know what? I kind of see where he's coming from.
I can see it.
Because out of all the matchups that Ryu has, Rosa is kind of one of his trouble characters.
I would 100% believe so, because that is very annoying. You have decent normals and you can convert, but if you're converting, Luma can interrupt that.
Yes, and also the fact is that you can convert off of Rosa, but Luma's also always a factor, and Ryu, because of his subpar ground speed and weird aerial mobility, he really can't deal with Rosalina and Luma at once. He's got to really focus if he wants to deal with the both of them. Oh, but the forward air has come through.
See him right there? That's one of those situations where I'm surprised we didn't see Luma try to interrupt that.
Well, at the same time, that string, the double down tilt, in the double short into low forward into Tatsu, that does not work on Rosalina because of her weight.
Okay.
Instead, you
that's
have
good to know.
Yeah. Instead, you have to do either red fireball or fireball mix-up.
Okay.
It's not going to hit, but it adds pressure. So that way, if they want to come back down to try to punish you for that, then it makes it harder for them.
All right, now this is where things get scary. Oh,
nice job using
focus attack.
That was supposed to be a Shoryu. I could tell.
He missed the input, but that's the scariest part I think about this matchup. When you take into account Ryu's recovery in general and his movement, it's very linear. It makes it very good bait for Rosa to just eat him up every time he tries to get back on the stage.
But Chad doing a good job of at least mixing up his recovery and making it back to ledge. It's been pretty even, and okay, that is actually a really smart option for Ryu. That up throw, it really doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose other than just damage, but it kills Luma.
Almost a shield break too. Great use of the collarbone breaker.
Yeah, the overhead is really dangerous in this matchup. It's a grab. He's got to really try hard to dance away from these up throws because Ryu, like I said, I was talking about air mobility earlier. Ryu, anytime he jumps, you really can't move him too much in the air like you can with some of the other characters because it's a lot like Street Fighter. You're kind of dedicated to a trajectory arc once you jump.
You saw that at work right there. You know, he tried to Tatsu away. Dan could see it coming, reacted accordingly, sent him to the moon.
Trying for focus attack, but Rosalina has a couple of multi-hit moves that can break focus. Getting rid of Luma. Shad has been getting more efficient at that as the match has been going on.
And that's always the key factor when you're dealing with Rosa. You want to get Luma out as soon as possible because if Luma's out in this matchup, Ryu can really get some sick mix-ups on Rosa and really stack up the damage on a character who is very light.
Although I'm liking just the option of just kind of jumping around and just poking at Dan while he's in shield.
Poking the weak spots, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of. I think that's just one of the things that Ryu can excel at is if you could just cross him up consistently, then
it's hard to react to.
Yes.
It's very hard to react to.
Oh, that was such a
combo.
Good conversion. But
not enough to kill, but still put him in a disadvantaged state.
That jump in was so crucial. Oh, down tilt. That's gonna
there's
be a
the collarbone breaker. Give him the toes.
Oh my goodness.
Out of here.
And that's the one thing that you got to be careful about is you can shield down tilt as much as you want and you'd be relatively safe, but you got to be careful of that overhead.
You can't shield the collarbone breaker, or else you kind of sit there in a dazed state for a little bit. You pull the Mortal Kombat, just waiting for to get the fatality.
All right, so Dan thinking hard about his next pick. So,
you know, I would say sticking with Rosa and Luma is probably a good option because that wasn't a terribly bad game. It was just, I think he just kind of fell into the mix-up. How do you react to that collarbone breaker?
I can see it being an advantage too, but on the other hand, I feel like at this point, Dan really, if he really wants to get down, I think that Mario Ryu is not as bad as he thinks it is. I just think that all he needs to do is just make a couple of adjustments to his play, and then he'd be able to, because
I could possibly see it. It's so annoying dealing with all that coverage with Luma. It's very hard to break through that defense and get something going with Mario.
That's true. Oh, the double forward air, Luma right out.
Oh, not Luma. Sorry, he's playing Ryu. It's the same thing though. He's got great distance on his normals, especially his aerial normals. Enough that I think he would beat out Mario's back airs.
Yeah. Parry. Trying to just throw out some fireballs. Now, the thing is, you can fireball camp Rosa somewhat, but the problem is that down B that Rosa has, it'll eat it up.
The down B will eat it up. Just don't throw out fireballs. The plasma is her friend.
Yeah, like don't throw out fireballs unless you can convert into it.
Exactly, because even then you can get her to throw out the down B and then chase up after during the recovery as it turns off.
So far, it's been pretty even right now. Neutral has been back and forth in between these two. Back air on the platform, not going to hit. Again, red fireball, but Dan's not throwing out down B. I'm surprised.
No, not at all. I wondered if he's thinking that it might be a potential mix-up. If he tries to get the down B, that he'll punish it.
Well, then also, if Shad is too close, then he can punish the down B.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking is going on in Dan's head right now. He just doesn't know the distance, and he doesn't want to quite risk it based on where they are in the set count.
Overhead, getting Luma out of there.
Good air dodge.
Yeah,
good air dodge.
Now, oh, back air.
That was a nice choice.
Yeah. Oh, that was really risky, but the up throw, it did not catch Luma.
Yeah, it didn't catch Luma. I thought we were going to see Luma out of here.
That could be huge for Dan.
Oh,
I think, you know what?
He saved him.
Yeah, I think that Shad was far enough out to where if he
Shad would have died.
Yeah, he wouldn't have come back. So Dan inadvertently saving Shad.
Of course, you have to take into account there are magnet hands in this game.
Neodymium hands.
Yeah, good coverage on the ledge. Just good choices by Rosa right now.
Yeah, he saw that his only real viable option was horizontal, and he just waited and got the easy 2-frame off that.
Oh, not the
Level
focus
3
attack.
Focus attack. Good job focusing on Luma, getting him out of there. That was a good use of focus.
That's just a sign of a really knowledgeable and smart play right there. You would see a lot of lower-tiered players go after Rosa for the damage, but taking out Luma, he's thinking in the long term here, he's thinking, how am I going to be able to maximize this punish? And that was a great option.
That was really good, because he knew that if he tried to go for anything, Luma could potentially break it out. It's like, you know what, you already got 26%. Level 3 focus did so much damage, I will instead just get this factor out of the game.
And there's Luma gone again. I mean, this could be the deciding factor in the matchup right now. Because you notice, even in the last game, when Shad started doing a better job of taking out Luma, it started to really sway in his favor.
Sure use Luma.
Not enough damage to take out.
Focus coming down, not going to kill quite
That was
yet.
scary.
He is.
That was very close.
He's in range now, though. Dan's going to be careful.
Yeah, he's definitely in Shoryu death percent right now.
Trying for up tilt to cover the ledge, but no. This is where it gets really scary for Dan to land. Tries for the up smash, not converting.
A real nail biter of a situation we got here too, because both these characters have a lot of kill power. I think we could just as easily see a situation where, was that it?
Attack, yeah, that's
give him the toes.
All right, so Dan is going to be Sent out. Darkshad pulling through.
So very chill about the whole situation, too. That was a nail biter, but you wouldn't know it looking at Darkshad's face.
Yeah, I mean, some people, they just are completely in control of the match from start to finish, and I think that was just one of those situations.
Yeah.
Darkshad, he's just scary good at coming into a match with